we're going to try music intros. So hopefully you all are pumped up now after that great intro. Great intro. One of the best songs ever. Really, really. One of the best bands ever. Oh my gosh. If I had a dime for every time I saw them, I'd have 80 cents is what I'd have. But anyways, let's get back to math. Today what we're going to talk about is factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, now this is a little bit different. This may seem like 8-5, which, we find the factors of the constant term that add together to give us b. But the problem is now we have a number in front of a squared, or in front of x squared. I'm sorry. Okay? If you remember in 8-5, none of the numbers had an a or a number other than 1 in front of x squared. Now we do. Okay? So we're going to use the AC method. For a trinomial in the form, again, what this really should tell you is basically a number other than 1 for a. The factors of AC can be used to separate the middle terms, so grouping can be used. Alright? So let's talk about this. Basically, what's going to happen is when you have factors of AC. Here, hold on. Why is my pen not working again? There we go. Okay, when you have factors of, when you're using the AC method, so here, for example, I have a 2 in front of x squared. I cannot just take the factors of 20 that add together to give me 3. It does not work like that. What I need to do is I need to multiply a and c, so a and c, 2 and 20, and I get 40. Now what are my factors of 40? Well, I have 1 and 40, 2 and 20, bless me, 4 and 10, 5 and 8. Alright, then I'm going to take these and I'm going to figure out which one of these gives me a difference of 3, or negative 3. Okay, 5 and 8 are the ones, so I've written this, as you can see, with 5 and 8 in there. Now if you look, this is nothing more than this. If I combine 5 and negative 8, I'm right back here. So I haven't changed anything. I've just used a little bit of a different method to figure out how to separate this into two different ones. Okay, the reason why I want to separate it is because now we can use what we used in 8-8, which is factor by grouping. I can tear them apart into two separate sections, factor out the greatest common factor, which is x. I get x here. And then over here, it's really a negative 4, so I take negative 4 here. I can tell that this has worked when these are exactly the same. When they're the same, I have success. Those are exactly what I'm looking for. So my factors are x minus 4 and 2x plus 5. X minus 4 and 2x plus 5. Okay? Those are my factors. So let's do a couple examples of this. It's the same process over and over again, and again I know to use it because a is something other than 1. So let's use blue for this first one here. So a, what is in front of r squared, or the first term, is a number other than 1, so I'm going to use the AC method. So the first thing I'm going to do is take 2 and 5 and multiply them together. That gives me 10. What are the factors of 10 that add together and will give me 7? Alright, so I have 10 and 1, 10 times 1 are factors, and 5 and 2. There we go. 5 plus 2 is going to equal 7, so I'm just going to rewrite it. 2r squared minus 5r minus 2r plus 5. Okay, again, if I add these together, I end up right back here. So I haven't changed anything. And now I can figure out the factors by grouping. Alright, greatest common factor over here is r, so I'm left with 2r minus 5. And the greatest common factor over here, there is not one. Okay, but I want a positive 2r, so I'm going to go ahead and factor out that negative 1. And that's going to change the sign of this to 2r, and that's going to change the sign of the 5 to negative 5. I have exactly what I want right here. These are the same. So success, and now I just collect my terms. R minus 1 is one of my binomials, and the other one is 2r minus 5. That's my final answer. Okay, so let's try another one here. And at any time, go ahead and hit pause. if you want to try them out on your own. This one's a little bit tough, a little bit tougher. 6 and 40 are my A and C, so 6 times 40 equals 240. Okay, then what are my factors of 240 that add together to give me 31? And I would just go through them. And we know 240 and 1 doesn't work, and we know 120 and 2 doesn't work. So let's try 3. 3 and 80, that doesn't work. If you notice, I'm just going up one number each time. So let's try 4. 4 and 60 doesn't work, and you can't see it right now. Maybe I should bring that up for you. But I'm actually just using a calculator to figure out which one of these is going to work. Okay, so I'll put this up here for you. So 4 didn't work because it was 4 and 60. That doesn't work. 5, 240 divided by 5 equals 48. Oh. So that doesn't work. 6, so 240 divided by 6 equals 40. So that's 34. Oh, I'm getting closer. 240 divided by 7. I'm just going up one number at a time. Nope, can't use that one. 240 divided by 8. 30 and 8 doesn't work. 240, and this is a tedious process, but I just want to show you how you find those numbers. 240 divided by 10, that should be 24. That one's not going to work. 240 and 11 don't work. 240 and 12 is 20. Oh, so close. 240 divided by 11, let me check it, just make sure. Yeah, 240 divided by 14. 240 divided by 15. 15 and 16, there it is. Okay, so I'm just going through each factor, and I'm just trying to find the one that's going to best help us solve this problem. So it's 15 and 16. So I'm going to rewrite it. 6z squared plus 15z plus 16z plus 40. Let's check it real quick. 15 and 16 gives me 31. That works out fine. Now group it. Alright, greatest common factor, Lord, is 3z. This time I have a number that can come out of there too. That leaves me with 2z plus 5. And over here the greatest common factor is definitely 2. But if I take out a 2, I'm still left with an even number, so let's try something bigger. Let's go with 4. So if I take out a 4, I'm left with still an even number, so let's try something bigger. 8. And I'm left with 2z plus 5. Okay, so 3z plus 8, 2z plus 5. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so it can be a big process. I promise not to give you too many like this. There will be some like this, but just trial and error, trial and error. It'll work out for you. Okay. This one here, 6 and negative 5, so 6 times, I'm just going to do 5, equals 30. What are my factors of 30 that add together to give me 1? And remember, they're going to be opposites, so let's see, we got 6 and 5. If I add those together, yeah, that works. So 6x squared minus 6x plus 5x equals, nope, sorry, minus 5. There we go. Now, group them. You end up with factoring out a 6x here, which gives me x minus 1. 6x divided by 6x is 1. And then factor out a 5 here, which leaves me with x minus 1. Good, I got the same thing in the parentheses. So my factors are 6x plus 5 and x minus 1. Alright, number 4. Number 4 is a tough one. 20 times 18. Well, here, let's go ahead and try this one. We got two more to do after this that are going to be pretty intense. So go ahead and try this one. Just give it a shot. It comes pretty quick. So give it a shot and let me know what you get. For the remainder of this video, I want to, well, I just noticed the time on it when I hit the pause, so we're going to speed through this real quick, okay? So here we go, 20 times 18. 20 times 18 is 360. Okay, so what are my factors of 360 to add together to give me 9? If we take 15, we get 24. Oh my gosh, first time. Okay, so 24W plus 15W minus 18. Again, bring down A and C. Group them. Find the greatest common factor. Over here, it'd be 4W. So 4W, W minus 24, which is 6. And then over here, it would be 3. Oh, sorry, this would be 5. Hopefully you guys caught me on that. It would be 5. So this one would be 5W minus 6. Okay? If I didn't catch that, I could always see that these two were not the same, and then hopefully catch that. Again, don't get too caught up in the numbers here. Just find out that the process is exactly the same. And 5W minus 6. Okay, the next two, I'm just going to cut them off. Don't worry about them. We may do them in class. This one is a beast. If you want to try that one, by all means, good luck. This one's a little bit easier, though. So, I will see you in class.